Okay, so Dave and I are going to have a look at this week's top pop news. And the first item concerns a very special anniversary. 25 years ago this week, on January the 24th, 1958 in fact, Elvis Presley's Jailhouse Rock became the first ever record to enter the British charts at #1 in its first week of release.
Yeah, and to commemorate this historic fact, RCA have just reissued the record in an exact replica of the way it looked when it first appeared. It comes in an old-fashioned RCA singles bag. It's got the old black and silver label, as you can see, and it even carries the original catalogue number, which, just out of interest, is RCA 1028. And for a limited period only, there's also a picture disc version of the single, which has on the B-side a previously unreleased Elvis medley.
I'll be looking forward to that, tell you. And still on the subject of records, this weekend sees the release of the first single by a duo called Merrick and Tibbs. The record's called The Call of the Wild. It's on the CBS label, and why, you ask, ought you to be interested? Well, tell them, Dave.
Well, if you were ever a fan of Adam Yance, you'll certainly be interested because Chris Merrick Hughes and Gary Tibbs are both former members of the Ants, and this is really their first serious effort since the band split up. So, Ant people, get down to the record shops.
It'll be interesting. So a quick up-to-date now on last week's story concerning the breakup of Haircut 100. The latest news from Arista Records is that the single, Whistle Down the Wind, originally released at the end of February, scheduled to be released at the end of February under the name of Haircut 100, will now appear with just Nick Hayward's name on the label. The same is likely to be true on the album the band were working on when the split actually occurred.
Yeah, and as for Nick's old chums carrying on without him while still keeping the name Haircut 100, that now seems very unlikely. It's still to be decided whether they actually have any rights to the name, and we'll keep you posted as we get any further news on that.
Great legalities, eh? Okay, and so to our one to watch, a record which we think would do really well in the charts. This week we've got something just a wee bit different for you. It's by an African band called Jaluka. The song's called Scatterlings of Africa, and just see what you think of the great dancing in this clip.
Right, that was the one to watch, and that takes us rather neatly to our roundup of the week's top gigs. Don't go rushing out before you've checked ticket availability, but if you can make it, to try and see Shawaddy Waddy at the Grand Theatre in Leeds tomorrow.
Okay, and Sky, who kick off their UK tour with an appearance at Middlesbrough Town Hall on Tuesday.
And also the Stranglers at the Odeon Birmingham on Wednesday.
And listen, what about Depeche Mode? What are they up to right now, Dave?
Well, at the moment we're mainly concentrating on promoting the new single, of course, and other than that, we're planning a big UK tour when we finish the album.
Oh, I remember that on Pop News Beat.
And also, just recently we've been doing this American TV show, which is a very big, spectacular show which goes out coast to coast in America.
Is it called Breakout or something, is it?
Yeah, it's a big show called Breakout. It features like the best of British bands.
And that was last Monday?
Yeah, and that was really good. Yeah, we've done that. So we're looking forward to going over there to see. We're going over there in March, and we'll see just how much it has actually done for us. And while we're over there, also visiting Japan, Hong Kong and Thailand as well.
Lucky thing. You don't want a roadie, do you?
No. Well, you can if you like.
Well, it's a very hectic schedule, so thanks very much for dropping in to see us. It's been good fun. Okay, so that's about it from Pop News Beat this week. Just time now to look at a few of the records that have done really well in this week's charts. Okay, and here they are. They're the Mighty Movers. Okay, so it's straight into the charts. We've got to the top, racing up the charts, the Thompson Twins.